Hi, welcome to the preset project for Native Instruments Komplete 14. I have Collector's Edition, but for any of the editions that you have, you can use the preset project are Google Sheets to select random presets from the software that you own, so you can just quickly throw something into your DAW and start making music. You can see here are all the instruments. I have made 7 separate categories. Is it 7? Is it 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Separate spreadsheets divided into categories so that each spreadsheet is of a more manageable size. With really large spreadsheets, you get some lag whenever you change the parameters of how you'd like to pull your random presets. So how I've done it for Komplete is there's a spreadsheet for drums, and you can see it's got every instrument in the Collector's Edition that has drums or percussion I've added here, and you can see the categories: drum kits, drum loops, etc., and you can use different presets up here to change which of these you want to use or not use. So for example, preset 1 is everything. If I were to go to preset 2, that would be only drum kits. And now you can see over here it's only drum kits, full drum kits that are being used. If I go to preset number 3, drum loops. Now it's the instruments such as action strikes or Middle East that are drum loops. And so you can quickly only kind of look what you're looking for there. I'll go back to 1 everything, and over here there's so this is how you filter or make presets by sound type. Over here, these are presets, a preset system based on your instruments. Right now, I'm using preset number 8. You put in the presets here in this gray box. I'm using number 8 here. When you see the 8 here, it changes this to black here, so you know which one you're using, called damage control. And what I've done, if you go to like preset number 1, it's just every preset gives you an equal chance of being selected over here for your presets. But if you look at your instruments like damage that has a ton of presets, 983, that means in the weight here it's getting a bigger chance. It's going to have a bigger chance of being selected, the preset from there, versus something like 50s drummer where there's just 18 different kit presets, or East Asia where there's only 7 in the percussion instruments. So what I've done is I've gone and set up a preset here, damage control, where I'm saying, well, instead of having each preset be worth its full 100%, which would be a 1, I've made it a 0.1, which is 10%. So now, if I use that when I'm going to presets, you can see that damage, the value is now reduced down to 98 as far as the number of possible values to select that instrument to be one of the instruments over here to get your random presets from. Okay, so that's the 2 different preset systems as far as for sound types and for which instruments you want to use. You can use them not at all, or you can make them a lower value or a higher value with the number here. Okay, and so the 9 different spreadsheets I've made for the categories, there's one for drums, there's one for cinematics, you can get all that, and you can see all the weight, the chance for each instrument to be selected to be used is equal, because I'm using the second preset is called each pack equal chance, and that just makes it so every pack has the same chance of being pulled, if that's one way you want to select. third tab is the NI synths. So we've got all the synths here. In here I've just got the main, any reactor synths that are in here are just like Prism, Razor, are just the main ones that come kind of as their own standalone inside of the bundles. I'm working on a separate release of just the reactor library, factory library synths. So that'll be separate. The next tab is orchestral. You've got your orchestral symphony series or the essentials, all the solo instruments, and once again, you can see here there's a deeper. I'm able to change the sound types to be specific to orchestral. So you've got your bassoon, cello, clarinet, flute, etc. The next one is piano keys, and here we've got just a few different kinds of electric pianos and regular pianos, and whether it's a piano pattern or an electric piano pattern, like the George Duke has a lot of those. So you can filter if you want patterns or just play it yourself, which is kind of how it also works for the bass and guitar, because some of these have patterns, some of them have patterns, or you can pick and play your own pattern. So those are those. I've got one here for the Play series, which kind of covers all bases. So you've got drum kits and just your instruments in here as well. You can see that's also set to preset number 2. Each pack has an equal chance of being picked. Play series, Spotlight series. So some of these, where I've used the percussion in like the drums as well, but this is just everything in the Spotlight series instruments are in these tabs. And then we've got one, just the Contact Factory Library. I did use the Contact Factory Library, the orchestral stuff is in the orchestral one, guitars and bass, drums as well, 'cause there's some good drum kits in there. But on this one, I just have the full Contact Library and just kind of a few of these legacy instruments, the Evolves, that I used the percussion also in the drums one. But just also everything available in those are in this tab as well. So yeah, these all come together in the bundle, and quick, easy, fun way to hit up some presets and get making your music. Thanks.